Well, that's a sad question, an unfortunate reality. CBS has always been very, very gracious to fan films, allowing them to exist and share their love of Star Trek under one very clear condition, and that is you're not allowed to profit personally. You're not allowed to make money from somebody else's property, and everybody pretty much understands that. Makes sense. But another production came along, and they raised a lot of money under the guise of planning to make a Star Trek feature film. And not only was the film never made, but they profited personally off of it. They paid themselves salaries. They rented a building that they were planning to rent out to other productions for profit, and flew around the world promoting a movie that didn't exist, and just spent the money on other things besides that for which the fans gave it. And when that line was crossed after all these years and many different productions, CBS basically said, you know what? Enough is enough. We've got to step in here and protect our license. And so they filed a lawsuit against that production. And what came out of that lawsuit were some fan film guidelines. Unfortunately, even though we were not the culprits and we're not the subject of that, and neither were, all of the other productions, these guidelines basically made it pretty clear that, we probably were going to have to finish it up sooner rather than later. We had originally planned on doing 13. We had enough money donated from fans to do 3 more. So that's what we decided to do. We are our nonprofit C3, a 501c3 official nonprofit. We're the only Star Trek production out there that is. And so given the fact that we are an official nonprofit, given the fact that the money was already donated before the guidelines were in place, given the fact that we had always intended to finish the series, we weren't just going to do it, ad nauseum forever. We had always had an end in sight. So we just kicked into high gear to finish up the episodes that we had been funded for and be done. But the good news is that we've actually done what we had set out to do, what we were funded by the fans to do. We have always and continue to use what was donated for exactly the purpose that it was donated. It's unfortunate. It's very sad. A lot of people are having to pay for the mistakes that were made.